The AC130 has become a legend in gaming, Call of Duty, Battlefield, and now GTA Online. The AC-130 gunship, a heavily armed ground attack aircraft used by the United States Air Force, has transcended its military origins to become a cultural icon in the world of gaming. Its presence evokes power, destruction, and absolute aerial dominance, captivating players with its sheer might and strategic value. Over the years, it has evolved from a niche fascination into a digital legend, thanks largely to its standout roles in titles like Call of Duty, Battlefield, and most recently GTA Online. These appearances have solidified the AC-130 not only as a weapon of war but as a symbol of video game supremacy. Call of Duty arguably delivered the most unforgettable introduction of the AC-130 to mainstream gaming culture. In Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, players were first handed control of this flying beast in a groundbreaking mission titled Death from Above. The mission shifted the gameplay perspective to a black and white thermal camera view, simulating real-life AC-130 gunship footage. Players watched and engaged in an almost surreal experience, raining down artillery fire on enemies with impunity. It wasn't just about firepower, it was about dominance from a remote, clinical vantage point. The mission became instantly iconic and redefined what gamers expected from aerial support roles in military shooters. The multiplayer evolution of Call of Duty further entrenched the AC-130's legacy. In titles like Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, the AC-130 was a coveted killstreak reward. It wasn't merely a tool, it was a reward for player excellence and strategy. Calling in the gunship was a signal to everyone in the match that someone had seized the high ground, literally and figuratively. The way players flocked to unlock the AC-130, timing their movements and stacking their kill streaks, showed how deeply it resonated with gamers. It wasn't just a part of the game, it was the goal. The Battlefield franchise, known for its sprawling maps and vehicular warfare, brought the AC-130 into an even more interactive and team-oriented spotlight. Unlike in Call of Duty, where the AC-130 was often a solo spectacle, Battlefield integrated the gunship into its massive multiplayer sandbox. In games like Battlefield 4, the AC-130 was not just a reward but a mobile spawn point and artillery platform. Players could man different weapon stations, providing close air support while teammates coordinated from the ground. This cooperative dynamic made the AC-130 not just a tool of destruction, but a strategic centerpiece in multiplayer warfare. What set Battlefield's approach apart was the way it emphasized teamwork over individual dominance. Players in the AC-130 had to communicate, defend the craft, and coordinate strikes with those on the ground. Its vulnerability to anti-aircraft fire added a layer of risk and realism, requiring squads to protect or retake control of the skies. This adaptation reflected Battlefield's broader philosophy of immersive warfare, transforming the AC-130 from a glorified turret into a living, breathing part of a much larger ecosystem of combat. Then came GTA Online, injecting the AC-130 into a completely different kind of war zone, Los Santos. In 2023, Rockstar introduced the Titan 250D to its ever-growing arsenal of high-octane vehicles, clearly inspired by the real-world AC-130 and its legendary video game incarnations. This wasn't just a nod to military realism, it was a deliberate embrace of gaming nostalgia. Players could now wreak havoc on the city from the skies, coordinating with friends to destroy targets below with heavy cannons and explosive rounds. The Titan 250D's transition into GTA Online wasn't a novelty. It was a statement about its enduring place in the gaming imagination. In GTA Online, the Titan 250D found new life as a symbol of chaotic power. Unlike the militaristic seriousness of Call of Duty or Battlefield, Rockstar's world invited satire, excess, and pure entertainment. Yet even in this new context, the gunship's core appeal remained unchanged: total airborne superiority. Players used it to dominate missions, troll opponents in free roam, or simply assert dominance in the most flamboyant way possible. Its presence turned the skies into a no-fly zone, and anyone on the ground into a potential target. What makes the AC-130 so compelling across these titles is the emotional response it evokes. There's something uniquely thrilling about looking through a thermal scope, seeing tiny enemy figures scrambling below, and unleashing a barrage of firepower. It taps into a godlike perspective, distant, powerful, untouchable. But it also challenges the player to think strategically, to time their shots, and to avoid friendly fire. In essence, the AC-130 offers a perfect blend of power fantasy and tactical gameplay, which explains its near-universal appeal. The AC-130 also symbolizes a particular era in gaming, one where military hardware became a playground for digital mastery. Its appearances often coincided with technological leaps in graphics, sound design, and gameplay mechanics. From the grainy realism of early Call of Duty missions to the high-fidelity chaos of modern GTA Online, the gunship has evolved alongside the medium itself. It has become more than a weapon. It's a storytelling device, a reward system, and an icon all rolled into one. Its legacy is also bolstered by community engagement. Countless YouTube compilations, Twitch streams, and forum discussions have celebrated the AC130's most epic moments. Whether it's a well-timed killstreak in Modern Warfare, a coordinated sky assault in Battlefield, or a city-wide bombing run in GTA, players love to share their stories. The AC130 doesn't just generate gameplay, it creates memories, both for the players inside it and the unlucky ones on the receiving end. Perhaps the most remarkable thing about the AC130's digital journey is how it continues to feel fresh across different genres and generations. From first-person shooters to open-world mayhem, the gunship adapts and thrives. Its enduring popularity speaks to a fundamental truth about video games. Players are drawn to power, but even more so to the responsibility and tactics that come with it. The AC130 offers both in spades, which is why it keeps flying back into the spotlight. In conclusion, the AC130's ascent to legendary status in gaming is no accident. Its cinematic introduction in Call of Duty, its strategic depth in Battlefield, and its theatrical chaos in GTA Online through the Titan 250D each add layers to its mythos. More than a flying fortress, it has become a symbol of dominance, coordination, and spectacle across multiple gaming universes. As long as players crave the thrill of commanding the skies, the legend of the AC-130 will continue to soar.